Hey, hope you're having a great day so far and welcome back. Today's March 7th, Sunday, and on this post I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets before diving into Stellar XLM USD and see what exactly is going on in this market. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, please do subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 US. And I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Let's see what exactly is going on in this market. First, most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me where the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today we do have Bitcoin dominance up about 0.5%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up over 2%, while total altcoin market cap up almost 1%. Now this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards. I will usually see total altcoin market cap trailing in gains behind Bitcoin price action. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance trending downwards, which is generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because on the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards, I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin price action. Now on the daily time frame, here is still my focus. As I've been saying, there is still a development of a inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern generally. If this pattern actually breaks to the upside, not as ideal for the altcoin price action, as we would see on the upside what we're seeing today. However, the downside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, I will usually see Bitcoin price action pullbacks more bearishly affecting total altcoin price action. Okay, so this is still my focus here, in addition to Bitcoin price action. Bitcoin price action today, as I've been saying, there are still a mixture of bullish and bearish signals. Bullish signal here is that the price action has broken above this falling wedge pattern for the past couple of days already. Measured target is about 59K. Immediate resistance here and the key resistance here is the daily 21 MA, which is also the blue line. Okay. Bearish signals include monthly and weekly time frame bearish divergences on the RSI that has not confirmed to have been played out already, so that could still play out on those two time frames, the monthly and the weekly time frame RSIs on the Bitcoin price action chart. They could still play out. Okay, if price action on Bitcoin here does continue pulling back like we have seen last week, it could still have an effect on the overall altcoin price action. The magnitude of that effect would depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go over to Stellar XLM and see what exactly has gone on in here. Let's take a look from the monthly time frame RSI down to the daily time frame RSI and see if we have any red flags that I should be looking out for, including overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. On the monthly time frame here, we're at an RSI reading of about 75, slightly overbought. I'm not too concerned. It could still keep going. There is still room to keep going. Some type of pullback is still not unreasonable either, though, in just slight overbought territory. I don't see possible bearish divergence scenario here. Weekly time frame here, we did pull back quite a bit, now back down to about an RSI reading of about 68. If the price action was to make a higher high here on the weekly time frame, it does need to beat the last high with an RSI reading of 85 to negate possible bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame. 3-day time frame here, we have pulled back quite a bit from a RSI reading of about 77. There was bearish divergence on the 3-day time frame. Price action did come down to my usual conservative estimates, which is the next closest moving average on that time frame, in this case, would be the 3-day 21 MA, which is also the blue line right here before rebounding. Now, possible bearish divergence scenario here if the price action was to make a higher high on the 3-day time frame. Okay, the last high with an RSI reading to beat is 77. Currently, we're at about 58, 59. Daily time frame here. We did have, no, that was not bearish divergence actually. It was slightly higher high on this top right here. So right now we are at an RSI reading of 48 on the daily time frame. If the price action was to make a higher high here on the daily time frame, the last high to actually beat with an RSI reading had an RSI reading of 84 to negate possible bearish divergence. Now, these are what I consider to be the macro timeframes, and these are the some possible bearish signals that could still be around and to look out for. Okay, let's take a look into what exactly could be going on in terms of a pattern here. On the 3-day time frame here, it's most notably that I do see a price a symmetrical triangle pattern here that is forming. Okay, has formed actually. Actually, I'm still looking for that. It would actually be formed here. So even though I still only have 2 touches on the bottom trend line here, however, I do have 2 sets of swings up and down for the symmetrical triangle pattern. Okay, so even though I only have 2 touches on this bottom trend line here, I do still think that this is a symmetrical triangle pattern because I have the 2 sets of swings up and down to complete and validate this pattern. Okay, now if this pattern actually plays out, the measure target here, if it breaks out by the absolute apex, which should be by March 8th here, okay? Let me get a reading here. It's going to be about 68 cents, okay? Let me take a more exact estimate here. 59 cents minus about 31 cents. That's about 28 cents difference. 28 cents adding it back on top of this expected breakout point, which is about 41 cents. That's about 69 cents. Correct me if I'm wrong with the math there. So about 69 cents measure target there. Now measure targets are theoretical approximate targets only. May actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Some lingering resistances to be actually looking out for could include the daily 21 MA, which is right above the pattern. So even if it looks like the price action has broken above the pattern, I would still look out for any short-term moving averages and even key moving averages, such as the daily 21 MA here, that could be acting as resistance, even if it looks like the price action has broken above the pattern. The next key resistance here would be about the 45, 46 cents fib level area that could be acting as resistance as well, okay, after the breakout of the pattern. Now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action actually breaks above this pattern and go towards its measured targets. Like I said, it would be looking at some of the lingering resistances above the pattern as well, not just breaking out of this pattern right now, okay? Now, symmetrical triangle patterns, let me also cite this, is a continuation pattern, and in this case, is a bullish continuation. According to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternsight.com, it is a 60% chance of it breaking to the upside. Okay, now that's the bullish case scenario. Bearish case scenario here, if price action breaks its bottom trend line here, then the next level of support I'll be looking at will still be the 3-day 21 MA here. Okay, that should still keep the symmetrical triangle pattern intact as it has only been tapped once. So I still expect it to be pretty good support. If the 3-day 21 MA does not hold, the weekly is still lagging behind quite a bit. Then I'll be looking at the fib level area here at about the 31, 32 cents here as the next level of support if the 3-day 21 MA does not hold. But the 3-day 21 MA should still keep the symmetrical triangle intact, okay? Now these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you match your words carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.